Hi everyone, welcome to Pampers Cooking. She wants a sound check, Ankush.
So you talk, man, it's okay, just keep talking.
Can you hear me now? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Nidhi?
Comments.
Can you just write in the comments? Can you just give me a thumbs up? You know, Ankush, my head is coming cut little bit in this.
It's not a problem.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Mehul. Hi, Kavita. We will start very soon. Just waiting for people to join in. Meanwhile, if you all are planning to cook, or if you're planning to do along with me, why don't you just remove all the ingredients the way I have removed it out, so we can go together. Can you give me thumbs up? Can you hear me? Hi, Kavita. So we'll start in another 10 minutes more and we'll start. Hi, Nidhi. Hi, Tanaya. How are you? Me too. Even I'm excited. Hi, Mehul. Sorry, I didn't get you. I am Jenny. So another 5 minutes to go and then we'll start off with our session. As I said earlier, kindly remove all your things if you're planning to cook along with me. So quickly go wash your hand and come. And please remove all the ingredients also. It's raining here. Shweta, are you from Mumbai or from Pune? Oh. Because it's raining in Pune. I'm from Pune. Hi Bala, how are you? Hi Sahil, how are you? Yeah, it's a wonderful evening. We're just waiting for everyone to log in. Thanks, Priya. We'll start very soon. So do I, Priya. So we'll start in 2 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll just get the chocolate. Okay, we'll quickly start with our session now. Hello everyone, my name is Sheetal Malhotra. Kindly give me thumbs up if you can hear me or if you can see me properly in the comment, please. Need a thumbs up. Any one of you, can you please give me a thumbs up that you can hear me and you can see me properly, so we can start off with the session. Thanks, Tanaya. Hi everyone, my name is Sheetal Malhotra and I am on this Pampers Cooking for You. So very excited, and we will start off with these 3 recipes which I have already shared what all we are going to learn today. So I would suggest that everyone just come out, take your ingredients out. So we are going to start with a cake pop. So we all like to experiment in our day-to-day life. All kids love to experiment. Few experiment art and craft, few experiments, there are tool around, so they experiment on that, and few experiments on cooking too. So our today's session we are doing on cooking, and we are doing our first thing, we are starting off with the cake pops. So for that, what ingredients do I need is I have taken a cupcakes. This is easily available in the market. Then I have taken a peanut butter. Suppose if you don't like peanut butter, or if some few are allergic to peanuts, so they can use almond butter, or they can use cashew butter, or they can use a mixed seeds butter also. So you can use a peanut butter. Right now I am using a peanut butter. I have taken powdered sugar. So powdered sugar is nothing but your grain granulated sugar. You just churn it into the mixer, and there the powdered sugar. Then I have taken a milk. A milk should be a cold, not very hot, or it should be maybe a room temperature, or nice cold milk will do. And 1 minute. I have taken a chocolate, melted chocolate. So now you'll say, oh, I don't have melted chocolate, or I don't have compound chocolate. No, nothing to worry. In the market you get Cadbury's or any chocolate which doesn't has nuts. A plain chocolate will do, will work for it. Or suppose now the compound chocolate is easily available everywhere, but since of the lockdown it is little bit difficult to get it. So you can use any, like a dairy milk or an Amul, any chocolate which is without nuts. And now last not the least are sprinklers. This is absolutely optional. If you don't have sprinklers, there is nothing to worry about. When you take a chocolate bar from the market, you put it in the fridge for some time, and with your peeler, the potato peeler, just remove little bit shavings, and you can use that also as a sprinklers on top. So let's start with our session. I have cake pops. I have taken popsicle sticks. You can use skewers also. Just be careful to cut this top of the skewer, because it can really hurt when you're eating it, or it is difficult to have it. And you get those plastic like round, like popsicles, or round lollipop sticks. You can use that also. So let's start off with our session, today's session. I have taken a cupcake. I have crumbled the cupcake nicely. See, I have crumbled it nicely, and once it is nicely crumbled, we are going to add milk into it. Now I am not going to add like in one go. I am going to add like little by little milk into this. So maybe I'll add maybe a small, a half of teaspoon milk into it first. Yeah, and because we need a nice ball form of it, a nice like a small dough in it. So I am just mixing it nicely. If you can see me, can you see me? So I am mixing it in very small size. Can you see this? Yeah, and I am going to keep it like nice, a tight one, and I am going to keep it over here. Our next thing what we are going to do is our peanut butter. For peanut butter, I am taking a peanut butter very small, teeny mini size. I don't want too much of peanut. So I take this size of peanut butter, very small size, and I'm going to roll it nicely with our finger, a tip of your finger. Please don't put Please don't put all the fingers in it. Just a tip of your finger and roll nicely the peanut butter so that the sugar gets nicely coated on it. Can you see this? A nice coat of sugar. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a well into this. A small well like this. And I am going to place my peanut butter inside and try to cover it with my cake. Can you see this? I don't want the peanut butter to be visible at all. Hi Sushant. So if you can see, I got a nice ball of peanut butter with a cake crumb outside. Yeah, can you see this? And now, how do I stick my cake pop with this? It's difficult because if I stick, it will fall off. So my chocolate is going to act as a glue to it. So I just dip a small tip. Can you see this? I dip a small tip and place it inside and try to cover my stick with it. Then if you have a small glass or if you have any cup into it, so just place it so that it is easily, otherwise it will fall off in the because we are going to keep this in the fridge. So to not fall off in the fridge, we need a stand. So just place it in a glass or any small size of teacup. Yeah. So I'm going to put this in the fridge for say good for 5 to 10 minutes, which I've already done. I've already done. It was there in the fridge for a good 5-10 minutes. Yeah. And so we need our chocolate on room temperature. So what I'm going to do, I have melted my chocolate, I have removed it out from the microwave, and I have let the chocolate settle in the room temperature for at least 5 minutes. We don't want a chocolate to be like flowy. We want it that it should be sticking to the ball, and that is why we have put this in the fridge. The reason why it should not get crumpled in the chocolate itself. It should not fall off in the chocolate. So what I have done, see, I am nicely rolling it. You should not roll it till the bottom of it, just the top end of it, and here, can you see this? And now since it is wet and my chocolate has to stay on, and my sprinklers, I want my sprinklers to stay on it. So I'm just going to add sprinklers on top like this. As I said, it is not hard and fast rule that you have So we are done with our nice cake pops. So let's start with our next thing, which is my personally favorite. Blue screen is coming. Yeah, let me check with that. The camera must be. Can you see me now? Hi Kavita, can you see me? Yeah. Can we start off with our next recipe? Our next recipe is a very simple. All kiddos love it if they like to have vegetables. If don't like have vegetables, we have option also that we can eat something else. So for this we need bread slice. I have taken this is a Pinwheel Sushi sandwich. Yeah, give me a minute, I'll just have a glass of water. Yeah, sorry. So our next recipe, we'll start off with a pinwheel sandwich. For that, what we need is a butter. You can use a white butter or a salted butter also. It's not necessary that, or you can use we have a butter which we make at home also. We can use that butter also, pure white butter. So right now I'm using an Amul butter. I have taken a salted butter. Then you can take white bread, you can take brown bread also, or now there are like multi-grains bread also which is available. You can take that also. Any bread, any sliced bread will do. I have removed the sides of the sliced bread, okay, just because we are going to roll this bread. The ingredients which I am using for it is a cheese. I have taken a processed cheese. It is completely optional. If you don't want to use cheese, that's okay. Then I have taken cucumber. I have cut the cucumber in small juliennes, if you can see, and then mayonnaise. So these mayonnaise, like, it is again optional. If you don't want to use mayos, you can use hung curd also. Hung curd is also good. You can use hung curd also. Then I have taken a yellow and red bell pepper. Again, this is optional. It is not compulsory for you to use it. Instead of this, you can use any other vegetables also. Like you can use mushrooms. You can just saute the mushroom on the butter with little bit of pepper or little bit of salt, and you can use that also. Then I have taken carrot and my mixed herbs. So in the mixed herbs, suppose if you don't get mixed herbs, you can use salt and pepper also, or you can use the garlic herbs also, or any oregano, or sometimes you get the herbs with a pizza. So you can just use those herbs also. You can use chili flakes, since we all are going to eat, so I would prefer not to use chili flakes for this. So let's start off with this recipe. For this, I am going to take my cutting board and my rolling pin. So what I am doing, I'm taking my bread slice and I am going to roll it nicely. I'm going to roll my bread slice. Can you see how thin it is, the previous one and this one? So I'm going to roll it nicely. So I'm rolling the other one also. Try to use a fresh bread if possible. Yeah, and I'm going to keep on each other like this, one on the other, and I'm going to roll it again. Taking one more bread slice. And I'm rolling again on it. So can you see I am fixing up all the. Now see, since the bread slice is not sticking, so what I'm going to do, I'll take a little bit of water. So I'll take a little bit of water, since my bread slice is not sticking on each other. So I'm just going to put a water to the corners of this. Same with this, to the corners I'm going to put a little bit of water and try to roll it again. Yeah, now you can see it has stuck nicely. Then I'm going to apply a butter. After applying a butter, I'm going to apply a mayos. Again, I said if you don't have mayos, still it is no worries. You can use a hung curd also. Nicely apply. And then I'm going to add little bit of my mixed herbs. I'm going to sprinkle the herbs to the bread. Nicely. Then I'm going to use my cheese, grated cheese. I'm using a processed cheese. You can use cheese slice also, that will also do. Or rather than keeping a full one cheese slice, that will also look nice. You can tear apart few pieces and you can put the cheese slice all around. So I'm just covering. See, I'm covering the middle part of it with the cheese slice. And I'm going to use little bit of my carrot, little bit of bell pepper. If you don't like the raw bell pepper, you can toss it little bit in on the butter with the salt and pepper. Yeah, and my cucumber. So I'm just placing the cucumber like this. Again, all the vegetables are optional. If you have olives, you can add olives into it. If you have, few people like chicken into it, you can add chicken pieces also into it. Boil the chicken and add chicken pieces into it, or a salami or a bacon. Anything can do in this. So I very slowly try to roll it. First like this. So we are rolling towards the side. We are not rolling this side, we are rolling this side. So first we roll this way, try to hold a little bit tight, and our second roll is this one. And try to take the ends at the down. So this is done. Try to press it so that when you are serving it, it doesn't fall apart. And now I am going to cut in a horizontal manner. I would suggest please take your parents' help while using a knife. Please don't experiment by using your own hand, and then instead of cutting this, you cut your fingers also along with it. So I don't want these sides. So I'm just going to cut a small, the extra part of it. I don't want these slides, and I'm going to hold this way, and horizontally I'm going to cut it across. So I'm going to slice it horizontal, and I'm going to keep it this way. Then, so now this is horizontal. I want now this to be straight. Again, like this. Again, this is straight. Again, horizontal. Diagonal. So in this, you have other option also. You can use a jam also and put nice fresh vegetables. Fruits. So you can add, or you can use a peanut butter also. A nice layer of peanut butter, then add a nice caramel if you have. If you don't have caramel, still doable. A layer of peanut butter, and then a banana into it. Or you can just toss the banana into the sugar, and then it tastes yum. And this is my last. My sandwiches are ready. I am going to add a little bit of cheese on top. Hi Sia. And to break the color, maybe we can add very little, just for decoration, very little, since we need to impress our parents also that we are also a good chef. Very little of carrot. You can use beetroot also if you like it. And a nice herbs. On top. And it's done. Voila. So this is a pinwheel sandwich. You can dip it into maybe you can dip it into, actually you don't need a dip for this, but if you want you can dip it into a nice sweet pepper sauce or yellow pepper sauce also, which is also there, or a ketchup will also do. Now sometimes it happens that we are out of mayos, so you can use a green chutney also. Green chutney, same process, everything should be same. Instead of adding mixed herbs, I would suggest that chaat masala would taste really better. So chaat masala. Then for the juliennes of carrot, cucumber. I don't like cucumber, so I would prefer, what should I put? So potato, a boiled potato also in juliennes will work. A beetroot, a boiled beetroot will also work with juliennes, and it really tastes good with chutney sandwich also, a same pinwheel in a chutney sandwich. So let me show you. If you can have this a cold sandwich also. It's really tasty, yum, a cold sandwich. If I keep this in, you decorate, do everything, just cling it and keep it in your fridge for good 5-10 minutes and have cold sandwich. It tastes yum. You can take this sandwich in your tiffin also, it will stay for a long time. Or if there is a small birthday party at your place where all your friends are ganging up, you can make this sandwich for them. You can make a cake pop for them, as well as the third recipe which we are going on is a watermelon lemonade. It's very simple to make, and everyone, I mean, it's my personal favorite. Suppose if you don't like watermelon, I'll definitely give you what are the options for it. So I'm keeping my sandwich in the fridge and I'll get the cake pop. So I just wanted to show you all the final product of my cake pop. It's already done. It's nicely done. It has been coated. The chocolate has been nicely settled on it. The sprinklers are not falling. My cake pop is not falling. Now there is one option which I wanted to give you, which my son asked me, "Mama, if the sticks are not there, what are we supposed to do with it?" Then I said, "Oh yeah, that's a big challenge. What are we supposed to do?" Then he said, "Mama, no, nothing to worry. Instead of cake pop, we can make it as a cake balls." So for one option, I thought, yes, we can do with the cake balls also. So you have to do the same process, repeat everything same, nothing to be changed. Rather than, if I want to arrange it on my plate, I would suggest don't mix it. When you dip it in the chocolate, immediately, first of all, the chocolate should be a little bit on the room temperature, as I said earlier. Once you remove it out, make sure on your plate there is a thin patla plastic sheet. If you have a plastic sheet, if you get plastic sheet, you can manage anywhere, because in our house, half of the things are covered in plastic. Just wash that plastic sheet and wipe it, make it dry, and remove our pops, the cake balls on the sheet. So if I'm putting it on my plate, get the plastic sheet same of the size of my plate, keep it in the fridge, the empty plate, like the empty plate in the fridge with the sheet, remove it out, take the tip of these cake pops without the stick, sorry, the cake balls without the stick, and place it on the sheet. So what happens, it doesn't stick to the plate, and when it sticks to the plate, when you keep it in the fridge and remove it out, and suppose it is not done properly, it sticks to the plate or it oozes out. The chocolate also oozes out. So in such cases, the plastic and the chocolate goes very well together. They set very well on the plastic, and on the glass sheet, or on the glass plate, or suppose on a stainless steel plate, it is very difficult. We are like trying our level best to remove it out from the plate, and most of the time it ends up that the cake pops, they break, the cake balls, they break off. So just to avoid that, keep a nice plastic sheet, remove your cake balls, dip them in the chocolate, remove them out, put it on that, sprinkle. You can use any type of sprinklers, there is no need to worry. Even you can use nuts also if you like on the top of the cake pops. Just try that the nuts should be little bit, you roast them either in the microwave or with help of your parents. Just roast them on tawa, and then let it cool down, settle down, so they become nice, nutty and crunchy to eat. Yeah. So let's go for our third recipe, which is a watermelon lemonade. So this is our third recipe for the watermelon lemonade, which I want is, I have taken can I just clear this off? I have taken a watermelon juice. I have taken a watermelon juice. This is a fresh watermelon juice. If you don't like watermelon, you can take any other juice, especially which has like citrusy. If you can take orange juice, that is also done. You can take a pineapple juice. We have recently done that. We made a pineapple juice lemonade and it tastes yum. I was also not aware about it, but it really tastes really good. And we need a lemon. I have taken a 1 lemon. Now it depends from the size of the lemons. A few lemons are really big size, few are the small size. So I have taken a medium size lemon juice. Then I have taken sugar. If you don't like sugar in your lemon juice, that's still doable. You can put you can add, because watermelon already is little bit in sweeter side, so you can keep the sugar as optional if you don't like sugar in your lemon juice. So, and I have taken ice. I have taken a soda. Now this is completely optional. If you don't want to use it, that's completely fine. You can have a plain water into it. Or sometimes it is like we love impressing our parents, so they can have this, a few of them, not all. And I have taken ice. So we need a tall glass. In that I have filled half of my glass, no, 3/4 of my glass with ice. Yeah. If you don't want to use ice, still doable. You can use a cold water, or a normal room temperature water will also do for it. Okay, if the sugar optional is, you can add honey also into it. Now few people will say we are allergic to honey. Yeah, few people are allergic to honey. So the other optional is like you can add a powdered jaggery. So the taste would differ a little bit, but then the powdered jaggery will also work for it. Yeah, let's start with this thing. I'm taking ice. I'm adding my lemon juice into it, and I'm adding 1-2 spoons of sugar. Now if again, the sugar is all your option. If you want to add sugar, you can add. If you don't want to add sugar, that's completely doable. And I will try to mix little bit with the ice because I don't want too much of ice particles, like icy to it. So I'm trying to mix it. And I'm going to add a pinch of salt. Let me get the salt. I am going to add a small pinch of salt to it. Just a small will do. And again, I'm going to mix it nicely. Let the sugar get dissolved in this nicely. Hi Janvi. And I'm going to add a watermelon juice into it. Now I have turned the watermelons, then strained the watermelons, and I'm using the juice. So we don't want the seeds of the watermelons into it. So I nicely make sure the sugar needs to be completely dissolved. In this also, if you wish to, instead of white salt, if you wish to add, you can add a black salt also. It tastes yum. You can add little bit of a pinch of a jeera powder also. It really tastes yum. This is our Indian version of making lemonade. So I am mixing this. I'm just seeing if my sugar gets dissolved. And my sugar is still there. Yes, my sugar is still there. You can add a powder sugar also if you want it quickly, or you can make a sugar syrup also, and you can keep it whenever you require it. Just remove the sugar syrup, add into it. So the same way the sugar syrup should be add like 2 spoon is also decent enough to add. Wow, it's raining outside and I'm going to enjoy having this. Then I'm going to add my, be careful, so again I said this is optional. If you don't want to add in, you are free. Now I am adding very little to it. And then just a small mix to it. I don't want my bubbles to, I don't want to lose those bubbly things. It should be the fizz. And I have taken the watermelon, the fresh watermelon. I have made it in like, since I had a scooper. If you don't have a scooper, nothing to worry about it. That's completely fine. If you don't have a scooper at your place, you can just chop into small cubes, or a best thing is like with your spoon, try to scoop in such a way that it becomes in like oval shape. Right? We also have to do some of the other design. So like in oval shape also you can scoop it. Okay. So I am going to add my watermelon cubes into it. I think it's too much of watermelon juice. I'll just remove. Since the ice has been melting, I'll remove the extra juice. And now I'm going to add my watermelon into it. So this much is enough, otherwise it will fall off. And now, the last and not the least, I'm keeping mint leaves. Again optional, but they really taste refreshing. They're so refreshing. This is a proper morning drink, evening drink. Whenever you feel like, you can have this. I am going to just tear the mint leaves. Just tear them like nicely. I'm going to sprinkle my mint leaves on there. Just going to add a dip to it. Yeah, and I have reserved 2 mint leaves for the topping. These mint leaves are fresh from my garden. Even the lemon is fresh from my garden. We can plant these mint leaves and lemon also, and it is really yum from your garden. And I'm so happy to get these things from your garden. And I'm going to add a mint leaf on top. And suppose if you want a nice slice of lemon on it, just a minute, I'll show you how to do that. Again, please take a help of your parents. Please don't experiment on your own. I'm just removing this. Kindly take help of your parents. So, I'm taking this lemon, use a knife, and we are going to cut into a thin slice. Can you see the thin slice? It is not necessary. If this is so much thin that my slice is not coming that thin, it's okay. It's completely okay. So I am just going to add in a lemon slice. Oh, it's not staying. I need another one, a big one. Yeah. A lemon slice, and that's either you twist it like this, and it's done. So this is our third recipe, which is watermelon. Since I said that if you don't get watermelon, you need not to be worried about it. Right now the watermelon season is there. If you don't get watermelon, no need to worry. You can use many drinks. Either you can use a real juice also, which is a Tetra Pak juice also. So you can have a pineapple juice into it, or orange juice into it. A plain lemonade is really the authentic, like the main recipe. Or you can add a basil leaves also into it. Now for basil leaves, you do the same method, but when you are adding your lemon and sugar, make a point that you crush your basil leaves also along with it. And even, or maybe you can just make a small churn. Tell your mother to, can I just put those basil leaves in your mixie and just give a small churn to it. So you have leaves also, a few pieces of leaves also, a few pieces of juice of the leaves coming, and then you can add into it, and then you have a final lid. I am tasting the remaining part. It tastes yum. It really tasting yum. So do try all these recipes. Do tell me how it is tasting. And I hope if there are any questions, please do ask me on my comment section, on the YouTube comment section. It would be great if I get to know. Hi Karuna. Any questions? Thank you so much, Priya. Are there any questions that instead of this, what we can use that, or instead of this, we can use that? Whoever was there anyone doing along with me? Was there anyone who was trying the recipe along with me? Thanks, Kavita. Any kid who was trying the recipe along with me? Or if there is any questions, do add on the comment. I am there for another 2 minutes, and you can just put into your comments if you're not like any substitute who you want or anything you want. You can always log into my FB page also. That's meltingways.com Facebook page. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. If anyone has any question, do let me know. I am there for 2 minutes. Can you just, if any queries are there, or anyone wants to join in for a drink or watermelon drink? Yes, Priya. Okay, let's end the session now. I thank you, Pampers, a lot for giving me this opportunity to show my good fireless cooking recipe. I was super excited to show it, and thank you once again. If you have any comments or anything which needs regarding the recipe, please do connect with me, or please leave a message on the comment box, or if you can, if you